What up, y'all? So, I feel dumb as hell. I don't know if y'all niggas feel dumb as hell, but basically, the reason why these niggas used Vans is because they were samples. The new shit that them niggas had on the Snapchat, it was like, it's not even like, it's just like if they had like Keds or some shit, you know what I mean? It's just like how Keds are very similar to like that one style of Vans or whatever, or, you know what I mean, for whatever shoe that's really basic as hell that niggas can recreate. They recreated it. That makes sense because of what that one post that Ian made, talking about the inspiration, the Air Force One, I think the Bape, Air Force One, and then that one Vans, the old school man. And, you know, when I saw the shit on Snapchat, I was like, oh shit. Because, like, the back by the heel is like a circle, like how the Vans thing has on it, but it's a whole different thing. And it all looks clean all around it. They're not using the Vans as a sample. You know what I mean? They actually aren't even gonna probably release the samples. The niggas who have the samples, and they're probably just gonna release the product, which is honestly probably better anyway, because it's like, why Vans? Why are you gonna use Vans? It's weird, but shit, it's cool. It's cool. I feel dumb as fuck. Because I honestly thought these niggas was going to use Vans throughout. I was like, what the fuck? Why? 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 Like, I don't know. And like, I keep trying to compare it to the misplaced checks, like Nike Air Force One. You know what I mean? Because it's very similar, but obviously the samples, they're samples. They're, you know what I mean? Makes sense now once I like look back at like those bitches were samples. They weren't like a finished premium product like how I would kind of see the misplaced checks custom. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Which is like just basically has like a similar like not similar, a slight add on to it, which looks really nice. And that's what the finished product looked like on Snapchat. It looked very nice. I was very surprised. It has something on the tongue. It got something on the insole, like some letters. It's probably says storm, cause the one on the tongue says revenge. It's in white. And then the whatever it says on the sole of the shoe, and on the insole, not the outer sole, it's like in black outline. So it has the whole insole is white on the bottom, and then it has black outline saying storm. But yeah. So I guess, is it worth the money? I don't know. I definitely don't know. At this point, it's really up to niggas' opinions, because you're getting a brand new shoe. You're not getting the sample, because them niggas were showing this up. Well, it seems like they're just ready now to start getting to those final stages of, you know, releasing their product, because it looks pretty much done. They probably just got to make more, if anything, you know what I mean? They look clean. They're, you know, they just remade the model of the shoe. So it's clean as fuck. It's not like they're using Vans that they just made. I mean, not made, that they just bought, you know? If anything, they probably didn't even make it. They probably just bought stock of a similar, bulk of similar styles of old school Vans. Got somebody who could add on some shit, and then they added on that fucking thing to the back that probably just says Storm's Revenge or some shit to the heel, and then they added it looked like it was embroidered on there on the tongue, Revenge, and then they got like the same nigga to just put in the shit on the insole. Like, honestly, like, it's not really that hard once you probably have the, you know what I mean, the basic model of that shit. Because all you gotta really have is just a blank ass old school Van look-alike. Played as hell. Probably sold that shit like at a lot of places. Buy the shit in bulk. Get the embroidery machine. Put that shit on there. Put a little stamp on the blank ass heel part, circle part, you know what I mean, or whatever the fuck. You know, a little fucking thing on that shit with some paint or whatever. It's gonna last a minute. Put some shit so it marks the insole. Take out the insole, do that marking shit, put it back in, put that lightning bolt on the side, and you fucking good. You got yourself a good ass product. So, I give them niggas a motherfucking props. But the way they went about their samples and how that shit, like, I don't know, just the whole thing around the samples, just like, I feel like threw everybody off completely. I feel like they should not have done any samples at all. Because now, regardless, I feel like niggas are still just gonna think like, oh, they just slapping on the Thunderbolt, you know, like, anyway. But if they would just came out with the shoe just straight on, I feel like that would have been a better idea. Like, in a way, it's still built hype regardless, because, you know what I mean, niggas and dick riders gonna buy that shit regardless. But just like potential buyers that really don't know what the fuck's going on, all they see is a motherfucking nigga taking off the Van stripe and putting on a damn lightning bolt. And that's all they're going to think now, because that's their first impression, you know what I mean? They're not going to look deeper into that shit or anything, because they don't really give no fuck. And I feel like that's sad on their part, because I lost a lot of potential buyers because of just the samples, you know? It's like, okay, the samples were just a way to show of what is going to come. But at the same time, it didn't make sense to a lot of people. Especially since there's niggas out there that make customs, really good customs. You know, and sell them for the same price or higher, like $200 or something, you know what I mean? So it was really confusing to me. It seemed like a lot of other niggas confused, like, 200? What? Cause niggas know, you know what I mean? If you fuck with customs, if you fuck with shoes, you know that there's niggas out there that sell that shit for a lot of money. And for Ian to just come in and kind of just throw a lightning bolt on there and just try and sell that shit for 200 really confused me and a lot of other motherfuckers. It's just like, what? What the fuck? Hell, niggas in the comments talk about that shit too. And on Twitter, I was like, oh my gosh. Everybody just thinking this shit just weird as hell. But yeah. So, now the next question is, where the fuck them pants? And where the fuck are the Adidas lookalikes? Because I want to see that shit, honestly, because that's more of a harder thing to recreate, you know what I mean? So I'm really interested in the Storm Adidas when they came out. I mean, when they come out, I'm just calling them that. I don't know what they're going to be called. Because, you know, obviously, they ain't selling Adidas. But that's all for now, I guess. Peace.